See, what this has been, people, is a process of taking over everyone's life. Taking over everyone's life, man, on planet Earth. And they got people watched and set up. See, it doesn't even matter what you do because it's a setup. You know, you could quit your job and go get another job, but you know what? It'd be a setup of the job that you get and the people that are working or they would try to get someone working there, you know, then that is being used by them. And you know, it's like your relationship ended and everything, and your girlfriend's not coming back, and your wife's not coming back, and you're standing there at a bus stop where there's a bus sign but there's no bus coming, but they just want to see how long it takes you to figure that out, you know, while they watch you people living it, and these things are happening. This is a process of taking over everyone's life while they watch you, and then they got you to buy TVs and radios and everything, and they had their listening devices and stuff so they could hear everything you people were saying. And then they got you to put cameras in your houses so they could watch you then with cameras and stuff. You know, they set all that stuff up to happen so people then would put cameras in their house calling it protection or whatever, but really you're just being watched because it's a process of taking over everyone's life and knowing everything that's going on around these people. But things still happen to these people even though they got cameras and stuff. Things still happen, don't they? So obviously that didn't work, did it? So I don't know. But you know, it's all a process, and the only way to get out of this is to go do everything on your own. You know, to get out of it completely and do everything on your own. But if you do that, they'll kill you. You know, if everyone got out of it and was like, well, we're just gonna go do our own thing, then and you know what? They would kill you. So, and also they want you to trust, but you're dealing with a government that trusts no one. You know, they don't trust anyone, but they want you to be the one to trust. They want you to live it. They want you so they can watch you. You know, they got cameras in everybody's houses in every country, and it's like a TV show. They got like trillions of TV shows because they got all these cameras everywhere and in people's houses, and they could just watch people. You know, so they're just watching people like a TV show around here and everything, and they want you to trust, but they don't trust anyone because there is no trust. You know, there's just the truth of what'll really happen and this and that. You know, if this was to happen or this was to happen, then there's the truth, but there is no trust, people. You know what I mean? It's just that's what it is with life and how it really is, you know. And things aren't just going to change from how it really is, right? But they want everybody else to believe all this other nonsense. Why they watch everyone living it, so then they're living it and it's happening to them. So, and then all this stuff and the suffering and all these things that are happening to people, it's because of that, you know. But, you know, there is no trust, people, and there is only knowing of the devil work that's really going on, and the people who are getting used and set up everywhere. And if everyone was to just say, well, we'll go do our own thing, well, then they got guns and stuff like that, and they would just kill everyone then, you know. So you can't even do that, you know what I mean? So there's basically nothing you can do because they made it that way, and now they got, you know, it's all established now. So, but I'm not saying to do anything. I'm just explaining that basically you can't do anything because that's just the way it is, you know. So, and they're watching everyone, and it's all the process of taking over everyone's life, you know. And there is no one. Like I said, it's like waiting for a bus, but the bus is never coming. So you think someone's gonna come, or you think your girlfriend's coming back, or you're like, she loves me, or my wife loves me, she's gonna come back if they ever left, but they're never coming back. You know, they're living the life they're living now, and that's what it's gonna be. You understand? And these people are all set up and used also, so. But that's all I gotta say right now. Yeah, yeah, and they're out here right now talking. And I'm always hearing these people talking, and you know.